And it is Sunday evening. Sunday evening. Yeah, let's do some art. Let's do some art. I've got Happy Mail. Let me get in here. Get set up. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. It is Sunday, February the 13th. You know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is Heart Day. Tomorrow's Heart Day. So I have several things I want to get done tonight. If you followed my community tab, you will see that I played with detailing Ruby Rose, Steampunk Ruby Rose. Yeah. How fun that is. So we're going to work on her tonight. I'm going to do a list. I want to work in my steampunk journal. How am I going to do this? I have Happy Mail to open. Welcome, welcome if you're just coming in. I found some of these little packaging things that Rosemary played with on her cover. I thought I would do that tonight too. Let me close this up. So, she said, so I have this tape, and what I want to do is cut it. Let me get my scissors out. Cut it here. And then I'm going to cut the white part here off. See, I've started. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit more. Hi, Nina. Welcome, Nina. Hi, Angie. Welcome, welcome. I'll have to zoom out after I get this done, but let's see. I thought that I would use this on my cover, but I don't want that white strip showing. Angie, I'm getting out the utility knife. Hi, Becky. Welcome, Becky. Becky, I apologize to you. I could not stay this afternoon. I said hi and bye real fast. I couldn't stay. I just wanted to peek in and say, hello, hello, hello. So I'm just cutting around the, and see, I'm going to pull this part off. And that should give me just a real curvy, I'm leaving the fringe on. Scott took over my laptop, so I'm on my phone. Oh, okay. Well, I'm on my phone too, Becky. I can't find my webcam. I don't know what I did with my webcam. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'll find it. I'll run across it eventually. I almost have all my boxes cleaned out again. I didn't do much with them today. Mostly had to see what I was going to do tonight. I think he's working on Wi-Fi connections. Oh, okay. So this should be enough to do one side here. And let's see how it works. Let's trim this off. Or actually, we can just pull. Let's see. Let me get out my... I'll have to zoom out again now so you guys can see. Because, see, it still goes flat on me. And I don't want it flat. I want it like that. Well, let me zoom out again. All you're seeing is the front cover, which is not done yet. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Elise. Let's see. Elise and Becky and Nina. Callie is listening on my lap. Hello, Callie. I would scratch her behind the ears if I could. Angie is here. Angie goes, ah, she's cutting. I won't look. No evil. Mina's here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's see what I can pull off here. Come on, I had it torn. What happened to it? Did it stick back on again? It did. Okay, let's snip that off. Sorry for my jiggly hands. Okay, I think I'll put it, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's push this up a little and hold it. Penelope, can you hold that for me? Sort of. She said not too well, Mary. Well, let's put this watered here. There. Oh, I cut this off altogether. Let's put it this way. This is duct tape, by the way. I had this when I lived in Wisconsin. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I was still living over in Sun Prairie. So this has to be 2011 when I got this. Almost 9 years old this tape is. Tammy! Oh, Tammy, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. And thank you. Ruby Rose is coming along, isn't she? Thank you so much, Tammy. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Barbara. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Oh. Whoops, I dropped the scissors. I'm hoping this will be enough to hold it. I'm still not happy with it. Let's get it off of my sleeve. And let's see. Did I pull that? I guess I didn't. But that doesn't matter because I can tape it. Let's pull a little bit. Yeah, I guess I did. Thank you so much, Tammy. Elise said, I worked on tags today. Time passed so fast when we have a good time. Yes, it does. Margaret says, no worries, Mina. Barbara says, quack, quack. Quack, quack. She says, hi, Mary and all. Quack, quack. Greg is cooking, a.k.a. greasing up my kitchen. I know, Becky. It seems like we get the cleanup detail, don't we? Oh, dear. Let's see if I can do the other side, if it'll hold it any better. But now I have to cut that. And how was I cutting? I was cutting this. So let me move this out of the way, move this out of the way. And let's go back to cutting this. I don't know where I ended at. Right in here, I think. No. Right in here. Angie, I'm getting out the knife again. And all I'm doing is cutting off the white part that I don't want. I think. This is old tape. This is some I got when I still lived in. I lived in a suburb of Madison called Sun Prairie. And the insurance company that I worked for was right across the field. But I still had to drive about a mile to get there. Because I had to go around the road. I had to go around the road. I couldn't just drive across the field. I guess I could have walked across the field, but then I'd have dirty feet. Then my feet would be dirty by the time I got there. And if it was raining, it would probably be muddy. Let's see if I can get this out now. I don't know where I started. So let's just cut a piece here. Somewhere there I cut it. Well, maybe if I go the other way. It looks like I started here. Uh-oh, it's sticking to me. Now, if I can find this piece, I didn't make a fold in it, so I'm in trouble now. Don't know if it's there or if that's just a... Sometimes you can feel it. I lost it. I think it's here. Well, I'm gonna slice it. I may not get this all up in one piece. This is old tape, so I don't mind if it's torn up a little. I'll use it in this Steampunk Kabuto. I want to reinforce the edges here. I had that gaffer tape, but I didn't bother to dig anything out today. There we go. Yep, and it tore off. I don't quite have enough. Well, it's still wobbly, still not what I want. But let's do the same thing inside. And Penelope, I'm gonna move you. Let's put some across here. Did I lose it? I lost it. I should have known better. There it is. Come on. I guess I have more than one. Let's put this under this. Don't ask me if I know what I'm doing, because I'm just trying to make this stiffer. In here. Let's do the same thing. Oh, and that one came completely off. Right in here. It's still not exactly what I want. Maybe a closure would be the next thing. Let's trim it off. Get my water out of the way. I'll keep playing with it until I have it like I like it. And this I'm not going to mess with right now. Let's just trim this excess off here. Hi, Laura. Oh, am I buffering? No, I'm not buffering. My laptop was buffering. Hold a minute. Let me set my quality up. Hi, Laura. Becky says, I was just trying to share my observations with the family, and he has a different idea. His way or no way? Ooh. It requires nothing but a sunny window. Ordering some things from a mailing Greg got for plants and seeds. One item is called a voodoo bulb. Ooh, a voodoo bulb. My amaryllis plant that we planted here, oh, I think it was before Christmas. It's on its second blooming now. And it's really doing a nice job of it. It's out in the kitchen counter. Well, it's still flattening up for me. I guess I'm going to have to put a closure for it not to do that. Let's see. Angie says, give Meri a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Angie. Margaret is here. Laura is here. She said hello to Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck said, Barb says, Aunt Beck, fab attack. Yeah, but normal, I'm afraid. All I can do is ignore and stay positive. Tippy's turned in my lap and Scott came looking for me. Meri, Elise said, you need all your fingers. Take care. Let's close up the knife and put it in the drawer. I'm done with the knife. I'm not happy with this yet. I guess I'm going to, in order for it not to go, I don't like how it poofs down. But I guess I'm going to have to put a closure on it to prevent that. Let's snip this top part off. I like the top part anyway. I mean, I like the tape on it. I was hoping that would help stiffen the spine between the two, but I guess the only other thing to do is something like this, but I don't want to glue those two together, and that wouldn't help it anyway. So I guess a closure is the next best thing. Let's trim this page. I'm going to work on Penelope Rose, but while we're here, there's enough of us in here now. Let me open up my Happy Mail, and then I want to do a list again tonight. It's a fib-diggity list, but let me open up the Happy Mail first. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll play with that a little later. I have a couple other things I want to do tonight, too. Okay, let's get my Happy Mail out. What did I do with it? Where's my Happy Mail? Where did it go off to? Did it fall on the floor? Come on, Meri. I had it sitting out here. Honestly, did I put it in my... Here it is. Put it in my other journal. I got 2 Happy Mails. One of them is from Nettie. Did I say hello to everybody? Tammy's here. Tammy with Barika. Hi, Barika. Welcome, welcome. Meri said, I said quack, quack because you said duct tape. Okay. I didn't quite get that. Now I understand. Elise, well, you accomplished more than me, Barbara said. I spilled my brush water all over my art table. Oh, no. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy gave me a super chat. And she did the other night, too. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy. Joyce, there's Joyce. Hi, Joyce. It's always a joy when Joyce comes in. And did Ruth come in? Did I see Ruth? No, Barb. I'm sorry. I don't always see that. Dana. Hi, Dana. Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society and Terry L. Welcome, welcome. Barbara says, Becky, there's nothing like being open to new ideas and maybe from somebody else having a different viewpoint, which is right. I talk to many walls in my family. Oh dear. Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you have different viewpoints. Let's open, this one's from Nettie. And let's see. I like the washi tape. What's on, she put a postage stamp up here. Let's trim this here, down here, make a, we'll put this in my journal. What did she send? She sent some, oh, I'm gonna have to, she sent some, look, a little postage stamp quilt for February. I'm so behind. Look, she sent a little stitched piece. Look. Oh, Nettie. I got to get mine off to Ann and to Becky. It's sitting up here. I got to get it off. All it takes is a little envelope. You think I could do that? You think I could do that? Let's open up Dee Dee. Dee Dee, she's such a sweetheart. And by the way, she's on tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. And Janet Nash is on at 9 o'clock Eastern. Let's see what Dee Dee sent. Oh, look. I bet it's more gold paper. Look, she gave it a smiley face. It looks like more black and gold paper. Oh, look, it is. Look for my gold book. This is for my gold book. Aw, Dee Dee, thank you so much. We'll save that to stitch on. And I happen to have my gold book package kit right here. We'll put this in here. All right. So the other thing I wanted to do, let me go down to the bottom of the world. Let me straighten out my phone a little. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Nettie. All right. I have this tape here is stuck to everything. Let me throw this tape away. Oh, now it's really crooked. What did you do, Meri? You didn't straighten it out at all. I have this galvanized wire, and I put it around a Sharpie. Let's snip this off, and let's do some around a straw. Because I don't think I can. Well, I have a Sharpie out here. This is a new one. I put it around a fine point. I don't know if I can get it in. No, what did I put that around? Maybe a crochet hook. Let's cut it off. This is good enough to play with. Let's use this straw because it's nice and long. And let's start down here. Well, we can start at any place we want. And all I'm doing is this wire comes in you can pull it this way. You don't have to take this out. You can take the packaging off, but it just pulls right out, and it's just pulling from the bottom. So I just start out. I'm going to make a spring type thing for my journal. See, it seemed easier when I was in my recliner. Maybe if I turn the straw. Yeah. And you keep them kind of close together as you go. And it's going to twist on me. And I'm kind of crunching them up together here. So I want them fairly tight together. I'm doing the twist. Let's do the twist. Only where did that go off to? That twisted around. I don't want this twisted on that. This has to come off this way. And you just keep going like this. I get bored doing all of this online. I feel like it's boring you guys. So I won't do but an inch or so here. But I want a big long spring type thing that looks like this. And it's springy. And these, you can make a bobblehead out of it. You can make a bobblehead. See it? It's get your doll head and put on there. I made a bobblehead. The body was a playing card. It wasn't a doll. Hi, Carol. Isn't that... Hi, Dixie Doodles. That is thoughtful, Aditi. That's the second piece that she sent me now. I try to watch her on Wednesdays. I don't always get her watched, but then I don't always get Janet watched either. I'm pretty bad about watching people lately. I'm just not getting there. I'll try to be good later. But anyway, that's how I'm going to take this out, and I'll sit there in my recliner and twist this until I get a big long piece. And then I can cut it to any shape I want. But I wanted to show you what I was doing with that. Let's put that aside. Woo! The other thing I wanted to work on tonight before we get started on painting got a couple of other little things. I was sorting. I'm still crooked here. My camera's still crooked. Let's see if that helped. I won't know until my laptop catches up with me. Now let me stand up. That looks a little better. Push this up a little. There. Angie, Mary, I don't care what you do. I enjoy watching and chatting with you and glad that you welcomed me to do so. Ah, Angie, that's so sweet. Thank you, Angie. Hi, Lori. Lori loves Montana. Welcome, welcome. Wasn't that sweet, Barbara, what she said? Carol came in. Dixie Doodle's here. Becky says, I got Bernadette out. Hold on. Hold it, Bernadette. Hold on, Bernadette. Little Bernadette. So cute. So, I have these scratch papers here. Well, not all of them are scratch. Oh, this is my... That's gold. That's my gold. Hold it. This isn't my scratch. This is... I got this out just a minute ago. I pulled the wrong one. This is my gold journal. Now, I wasn't intending on working on this tonight. Hold it. Let me put this back. Let me put this back. I pulled it out. Pulled the wrong package. Hold the phone. That's okay. Becky's taking Bernadette out anyway. Isn't this pretty? I think Carla sent that to me. And these came from Devon. Dev. All right, hold it. I don't want to ruin this one. It's gonna get twisted up in there if I'm not careful. All right, where's that other one? Right here. Pulled the wrong one. Oh! Honestly, pulled it right out of the packaging. I got more. There's the packaging. As I was saying, I was sorting and cleaning. I was sorting and cleaning, and I made me another little... Well, this is the cover, so we need to cut that. Just folded papers in half. And let me get to them here. Some of them are folded in half and some of them are extras. See, I think those are extras. These are those are stickers. This one. See, this was stationery and it's got a real pretty little daisy on the border. I'm not happy with this. Honestly. Okay, so all I want to do, I think I wanted 2 signatures, and let's see, this one's not ready to go yet. I think the other 2 are in here. I pulled out everything but the signatures I was going to use. That's just a... Here. This one is some of my old stamps. This was a sketchbook. I don't think I'm going to put that in there. Let's put that there. Let's put that in there like that. And yeah, it's kind of a junk journal. Now I want to wrap around on it though. This is a sketchbook. This is some tissue paper. I don't know if that would look pretty if I glued it down on something. So I'm going to save that out. I could also make Let me reach for it. I've got junk. I've got junk. These are tags. This could be the wraparound too. This lime green. Come on, get in there. Put it like that. I think I like that. I like a wraparound because then my pages don't flop out the side there. So let me put all this other stuff back in. Put this up here. This'll go for other stuff. And you know, I'll tell you, it's unending once you get started. I was thinking that would look nice on the Steampunk, this sticker. Some more stickers here. It's unending if you don't get a handle on it and keep a handle on it. It's unending, the things we accumulate, especially if you go thrifting, right? And you know, we love our thrift stores, but don't tell them. Oh, they raised their prices on us. I'm going to save that out for my... Then I want that one sticker for my Steampunk. And that's kind of steampunky there, too. But we aren't going to fool with that. Here's another signature. Okay. I'll put these back in. Becky, if you're back, she's probably still taking Bernadette out. I did 20 of these. This isn't one of the 20. I did 20 packages like this, and I even put labels 1 through 20. So the next time Becky does her Bips and Box game, I'll pull out of my box of 20 scrap packages, my Bits and Box packages. Okay. So all I want to do is cut this to size, which would be 8.5. But I might make it a little bit bigger, 8.5. I think I'll make it 9. So I have to cut these two at 9 inches. You all went with, we went with you to take Bernadette out? Aw, we will be doing that Wednesday at 3 p.m. Okay. Becky is going to do her Bits and Bops game Wednesday. I'm going to play along because that gives me the opportunity to... I sorted out 20 packages. That was your idea to do that, Becky. That was a good idea. Instead of me using out of those boxes. Because I was going to use out of my boxes. But now I have them in packages. You suggested I do packages instead of the boxes. And so I have a box of 20 envelopes full of stuff. Like what I just had out. Only it has more different kinds of bits and bobs. So let me cut this. That could stay for a cluster. Let me cut this at 9 inches. Cut it this way. This is flocked. This paper is flocked here. So I want to cut it at 9. Make sure that's nice and straight. Straight up here, straight there. All right, here goes. And see, it's stuff like, well, I guess it's time for a new blade, huh? Didn't cut that very well. I have new blades. I found some. I'm not going to get them out now. It might just be the flocked paper. Boy, I hope that's right. I cut it at 9, didn't I? That's not 9. did I do? I thought I cut it at 9. Oh, I cut it at 8. Well, since it's just a junk journal, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger this way. We'll put, oh, and it almost matches here. We'll just extend that. I goofed. Let's cut this one at 9. I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching. I thought I cut it at 9 like this. Is that not 9 inches? I forgot how to do this. This is 11 inches right to here. So if I come down here to I'm goofed up here. My mind isn't calculating this right. Let me measure. 9 inches. I must have goofed on that other one because I thought I had it at 9. That is 9 inches. I thought I was doing it right. This must be longer than 8.5. That's 9 inches. Let's cut this down. That's the problem. This is not 8.5. There. Whoops. Oh, and I'm going to have to cut. What did I do? Boy, am I messing up tonight or what? Let's go back to this one. Let's cut this down to 8.5. Or, 8.5. 8. This one's 8.5. That other one wasn't 8.5. Well, that one's what I just cut. Mary, boy, I'm not concentrating. And these are too thick. Let's pull some of these out. I'm going to have to cut some of those down again, too. Let's go to 8.5 here. Let's go this way. Just ignore me. This is a junk journal, so I'm doing it junky style. And I didn't get all the way through there. You know, Meri just is not doing a good job of this at all tonight. It's too thick yet. We'll cut it off this way. It's a junk journal. All right. And I'm going to have to trim it this way. Let's get rid of this. Ignore me. I'm just playing. Angie says, Dar, my sinuses are about to start. Hi, Artie Dar. Hi, Riri. Angie's here. Artie Dar says, I also have several work in progress journals to play in. One day, they will all be good. Yeah, that's the way it is for me. All right, I want this at 8.5. Hopefully this is 8.5. I think I think this is already 8.5 here. My blade needs to be changed. Okay, this is all 8.5. 8.5, 8.5. And I goofed on this green. Or did I? Oh, I was just going to make this the wraparound. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right. I'm done with this. Let's move on to something else. I'm not going to bind it tonight. I was just cutting the pages. I won't bore you with binding it tonight. This is just a journal to write in, to draw in, to have fun in. This goes in here like this. And there, it'll go just like that. Let me put a band on this. And we're going to do something else. We're just moving right along. That's pretty loose. Let's put it this way. I can't wait to get my order from Keisha. I paid my bill yesterday. It should be on its way. I can't wait to get it. My camera's crooked again. I don't know. I have the worst time straightening out this camera. All right, well, I'll bind this off stream. I want to play with, let me get it, this tack it over and over, and I got some of this flitter glue, F-L-I-T-T-E-R. What I want is a tacky glue, and I guess I better put a wax paper down, even though I can probably wipe it off of here. Let's get a piece of wax paper out. We're going to try, I was watching, oh, Nettie was here, she could tell me the name. Spectrum Noir. Oh, what is that, Nettie? Well, I'll think of it eventually. Too much on my mind. Anyway, they were doing foiling with those sheets. Let's get a piece out here. Now, I think I'm going to have a wet towel to wipe my stamp off fast. So let me, I ran out in the kitchen and got towels, but I still have a few left on here. So let me just pull a couple towels off, just in case I need them fast. Well, we'll just use what's on here. Throw that away. What did Mina say? I did too, Mary. Maybe we'll get our packages the same day. Ooh! Yeah. I had too much fun at Keisha's last month. Keisha bills every, I think it's like every 2 weeks. You usually pay for 2 different sales. And I made the mistake of going to both of them. I spent more than I should have, and you'll see that when I get the package. You'll see it. I spent more than I should have, but I had fun. I had a little extra money. All right. And here's some water. Now, maybe I'll just play in this journal. We'll see. We'll see how it works on where's that little, in here. in there. And if it doesn't look right, well, oops. So what I want to do, I'm going to try to tack it over and over first. And maybe a sponge. I don't know. I think a sponge. Let me get a clean one. I'm not sure. Because she used a felt, and I don't have an empty felt. I don't have an empty felt pad. She used an empty felt pad. I'm just going to put some glue on here and then put it on there and stamp it down and see what happens. So we'll try Nefertiti first. No, maybe we'll try this because this is supposed to be gold. And I guess I need to cut the tip off. And I'm just going to put some on here if I can. Did I cut enough of a tip off? Oh, I need to take the seal off of it. Yeah, I don't like sticking my scissors in there. Let's get the old scissors. Wipe that off. You! It's on my hand. You! And she just put her glue down on a felt pad. But I don't have a clean felt pad, so I'm just going to put mine down on the... And I don't think you need a lot. And then you put it on. She waited a little bit for it to get tacky. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to try this. And she also put her stamp down in. Now I'm going to wash this stamp off after I get done with this. And I don't know if this is going to work or not. I might just get a gold blob. And you need a glue that stays tacky. And let's stamp it. Let's just stamp it right here. And while that's waiting, I'm going to wash that off right away. Because I don't like leaving that on my stamp. Ooh. I might tear my paint. Maybe that was... We'll see. Let me wash this off right away. I don't do too much with these stamps anyway, so if I ruin the stamp doing this, it'll be an oopsie. Got down into the grooves. Let me get a... I don't know if... I guess it doesn't matter if it's down in the grooves. Now that is tacky, but I don't know what kind of a design it did. Because I had to pull up on it. We'll find out if it gave me anything. I have these. I got them on Amazon. I got a whole stack of them to play with. They're foil sheets. And we'll just pull one off. Ooh. Oh. Wow. I didn't expect it to be so flaky. My hands are tacky. Let me get a brush. A clean brush. Hold the phone. My straws are in the way of my brushes. I should have been set up better. Hold it. The cup is tipping. This may not, it'll stick down there, but I may need to get a better image for it. I may have to play a little with it to figure out what I'm doing here. Well, it's sort of took it. I think that's my stamping ability here on my stamp. I'll save all of this. We'll try it again on another, maybe a stamp that's not quite so detailed. This is my first time doing it, so give me a break. It got the shape of it pretty good, but it didn't get the detail that I wanted. And ooh, look, it's on my stamp now. Let's see if I can stamp with my stamp. Let's, I don't want to blow. Whoa, it's all over the place. I didn't realize this was so fluffy. All right, let's see if I can stamp. I'll probably get gold on my stamp, but I don't care. I like gold. I like gold. A little gold on the stamp isn't going to disappoint me. Let me get my ink pad out. This ink pad's getting old anyway. Let's see if I ruined my stamp. I might have. Or I might not have. Don't blow! I wanted to blow on it. Oh, that was good. Let's see if I can stamp over that. I didn't ruin my stamp. My stamp's still good, so let's see if I can stamp over this. Go, 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 Elise says. Not too sure, light bulb. Hi, Pink Girly. Hi, Lori, Pink Girly. We got Lori Montana, and they're never sure what Meri's up to. I'm playing with the foil flakes. Well, it pulled some of the gold off, but it did stamp. I'm always playing. I'm always experimenting. And look at my brush. It's all over the place here. But let's try my stamp again. I got more gold on my stamp. Let me wipe it off in my trash here. I think my stamp is okay. I was just playing with that foil. This may not have been the right stamp to try. I just want to make sure my stamp is good yet. Well, I'm going to try another stamp. Maybe I'll try one of my mistake sticks that I carved. Let's see, I've got this. What did I do with it? Well, I'll hunt it in a minute. Let's make sure this is okay first. You need like a Versa. My stamp was still wet. I think my stamp is okay. I think my stamp's okay. I don't think I ruined it. I got a little gold flake on it, but let's try something else. Of course, all the flake is coming off over here. Not on my waxy paper. Because it wants to stick on whatever. I want to try, I'm not going to try another stamp. I think those stamps are too detailed. Let me try a mistake word here. I think I have one that, here, let's try book. I had to cut the S off of it. Ouch, I did the S backwards. And I'm going to try my, let me move this paper, whole stack of paper here. Wow, it's sticking. And that's for my steampunk. Let's try the word book. And I'm just going to try a little bit more of this, tack it over and over. And I don't need a whole lot, I don't think. This is kind of expensive stuff. Where's my sponge? And I'm just going to put it on my stamp. It's really too much. I'll have to learn how much to put on there, I guess. Let's try the word book. Let's try it down here. And I think it came mostly off of that. But I'm going to wipe it off anyway. I guess I didn't want to leave that on there too long because it tears the paper off. And I think that's what happened here. I left that on there too long. I pulled this one off right away. I'm going to get another sheet out here. And it's delicate stuff. There's nothing in that one. If I can get it. Off here. I want the word book. Oh, let's put that back in there. See if I can't save that. It's sticking to my fingers. I have a feeling that I'm not getting the glue down right, because it should be It should just give me the letters book, B-O-O-K. And I think that glue seeps inside. I need like I need an ink pad that I'm going to order one. You know, an embossing pad. I just sponge that glue on, and when I sponge it on, it leaks down inside. I can scrape it off a little. That isn't what you're supposed to do, though. You're supposed to foil it off. So this is kind of sloppy experimenting. And it's gotten all inside there. This, I'm not happy with it. Let's see, is this still tacky? Not enough to count. Ooh, it's on my fingers, though. Well, how else can I do that that doesn't get it smeared down inside? I need a pad is what I need. Let's try an old pad that I don't care about. This is pigment ink. I wonder if it'll stick to pigment ink. We'll see. If that foil will stick to pigment ink. I don't think so, but we'll try it. I think you have to work fast if you're going to do it. Let's just try to put one on. I don't think so. It's not going to work for me. I need a Versamark or something like that. I don't think I have any juicy. Let me look over here. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's stacked up. Let's see what I have. I might have an old one, but I don't know how juicy it is. An old Versamark. I gotta pull everything off the top of it. Let's see. Color box. Those are archivers. No, these are all distress. No, I don't have. I'll order one. That isn't where I'm going. I don't want to waste any more foil on this. I got foily hands now. A foily brush. What is Meri doing? She's just gonna play with the foil. Where is that piece I had left over? No. I don't know what I did with it. Here. Sticking on my hands. Well, now it's sticking on the sponge. What a mess, Meri. What a mess you're making. I just want to put it down on the paper here. foiled my sponge. Stuck to a little bit of that K there. Yeah. All right, I can see I'm going to have to get a better adhesive or a pad to put this down on. I don't have the right stuff. I'm going to throw that away. I'm moving on. I don't have the right stuff to... I don't think I ruined anything, though. My stamp still stamps. And I just put the rest of that glue on there to play. Where's my lid to this? We'll use that for other stuff. I don't know if this flitter glue would be any different. I don't think so. I'm done playing. Let's wipe all this off. I'm done playing with this mess. I still want to stamp on that. Let's put the lid on this. Let's throw this away. I don't know how I'm going to get all of this off, if it will even wash off. Put my... Yeah, it's sticking to my stamp. What a mess. I knew it would be messy. They warned me it would be messy. But I just didn't. I should have waited till I have the right stuff. I'll play with this again. I'll order some Versamark pad. An embossing pad. I got a whole stack of foil to play with. It was inexpensive foil. So we'll save that for another day. I had to play. You got to fail to... You got to do some failures to learn. You got to have some failures to learn. I actually think I like my foiling pin better. Let's put the sponges away. Let's do a list. Let's do my list. I'm ready to do something quiet. Something that I can handle. I don't know if that'll come off. Yeah, it's coming off. I got some foil on this. Okay, let me wash my hands. Let's do a list. Marty says, is there any good glue gun left on your desk? Maybe that will get it. Oh, yeah, there is some glue gun left. I didn't spill it all on my desk. You mean off of the stamps? Get that stuff off of the stamps. That's a good idea, Marty. I'm not going to get it out. It's over across the way. I know what you're saying. That glue gun takes sticky stuff off. Whoops. Did that come off of here? I'll play with this again. I have to, I think I need an empty stamp pad and I need an adhesive. They have that Versa, I want to call it Versamark. Alrighty. We'll play with this again. I'll use it for something. I'm going to put it up here with my adhesives. Hold on. I got the white paint up there. I don't need that white paint up there. All right, we're going to do list. Our last list that we did the other day was Ruby Rose, Steampunk Ruby Rose. And I put up a picture there of Ruby Rose. I detailed her. And I think I took all my gel pens out in the other room. Doggone it. We'll use this one if it doesn't run out on me. So, but did you know that when gnomes are born, they're usually born in twins? I was reading that little gnome book and it said, so Ruby, not Nobi, Ruby has a twin. Ruby has a twin. So we're going to name her twin. So I want to do a list on what is the name of Ruby Rose's twin. And it's a boy. It's a boy. It's a twin boy. Hi, Jen. I'm going to put twin brother. I'll put twin brother. What we got to name him? Rodney. We'll write it down. Then we'll let we'll let Random Moore pick. Rupert. Robbie. Oh, I was hoping you guys would pick our words. Rupert. That's E-R-T. Robbie. Because it'd be like Ruby Rose and our whatever. Scarlet. It's a boy. Roy. Is Scarlet a boy's name? Oh, Marty says, oh, okay. Ricky Rain. Ricky R-E-I-G-N. Ricky Rain. And we're going to let Random Moore pick. So far we've got 5 names. Ralph. Roger. R-O-G-E-R. Roger. Reggie Roo. Reggie Roo. Reggie Roo. Rocky. Oh, I like Rocky. Rocky. Hi, Carol. She says, I'm tired. Going to go lay down. Good night, everyone. Bye, Carol. I have to watch your replay yet, Carol. I didn't get up in time. Herbie. Lori says, Herbie. That's my brother's name is Herbert. Herbie. Richard. Somebody look up all the boys' names that begin with R. Riley. I like Riley. Robert. I missed Robert. Did I get Rocky? I got Rocky. Riley. Ruddy. R-U-D-D-Y. Ruddy. I got Richard. Rudy Rex. And we'll put Rex as a separate and Rudy as a separate. We'll get 4 out of that one. Good night, Carol. Hi, Ruth. Randall. And out of that, we'll have Randy. Jen says, think about turning the machines off and calling it the funeral home. Think about turning the machines off and calling the funeral home. Ross Rex, Ross, and Ross Rex, and Rex. Roscoe. Becky said, yeah, I don't know what that means, Becky. Jen, why would you be calling a funeral home? Rugby Ray, Rugby. Pink Girlie is on these compound words, names. Rugby Ray, and we'll have Ray. Rugger, Ryder Royce, Rugger, Ryder Royce, and we'll put Royce. Jinxie, Ginxie, Ranger, Reginald, Robin. Read the first part of it. I said, then it will make sense. Yeah, our names. That's okay. We got a couple that aren't our. That's okay, Lori. Jen, I'm so sorry. Read the first part of it. Then I said it would make sense. Let's see. Crafty Jen. I missed whatever is going on, Jen. Here's where she came in and said hello. Think about turning the machines off. Mina said, what's going on? We're naming, we're doing our names of Ruby Rose's twin brother. Just because we got Ruby Rose, and we could have Ruby and Robbie, or Ruby and Roy, you know, just for they fit together. That's why we're doing our names. Lori says, well, phooey. I don't know what's going on, Jen. I hope you're okay. Think about turning the machine off. Jen's stepson is not doing well. Oh, Jen. Jen, I'm so sorry. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment and say a prayer for Jen. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I just feel, I feel like a need to say a prayer for, I don't know his name, but we know that it's Jen's stepson. So let's just take a moment. Father God, we pray for Jen's stepson. We know that he's not doing well. Father, we just pray that you would be with him during this time. Whatever is going on in his life, you know what it is, and you know the next step of his life. You know him better than we ever could, and you know what's best for him. And Father, we just pray for him. We also pray for Jen, Lord, that you would help her through this time. This is a hard thing to go through for anybody, and we just ask that you would wrap around your arms around her and show her your love. Father, we appreciate her so much being in here, and I so much appreciate the friends that we have here. Thank you for what you've done, and thank you for your wisdom. And we just pray that your will would be done. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. I just felt the need to pray for him. I knew that he was missing for a long time. So, yeah. Amen, everybody says. Amen, Riri says. Amen. And this is for Jen, too. You know, it's hard. It's hard to see somebody you love suffer. It's hard. It's not an easy thing to go through. And this is just our way of saying, Jen, we think of you and we support you. You're welcome. Okay, let's go back to the R. I'm sure I missed some. Rafe and Race. We can do Race. We'll steal Barb's son's name, Race. And Rafe, R-A-F-E, and Raphael, R-A-F-A-E-L. Breathing machines, Becky, she says. Oh, the breathing machines. They're thinking about turning off the is it like a ventilator? Well, here's the thing. I forget how it turned off, but I know in the late 70s, there was that, and it was in the news. This lady was on life support. And this was when, you know, it was a big deal back then in the news about whether they should keep her on life support or not. I can't remember her name. It was a big deal in the news. It was in the late 70s. And I think they finally, and my attitude was, we don't control life and death. Of course, the breathing machines and the ventilators help. But if a person's pulled off of a ventilator or a breathing machine or whatever's keeping them alive, and if it's not the Lord's will that they pass away, he's not going to pass away. Or they are not going to. And I had that attitude in the late 70s, and I can't remember what. I think she eventually passed away, but they pulled the life-saving equipment off of her. And I think she lived for a couple of, I can't remember how much longer she lived. She eventually passed away. But, you know, life and death are in the hands of out of our hands. Let's put it that way. I mean, if we don't interfere, you know what I'm saying? Life and death is not something we naturally control. But Jen, we support you. We support you, and we're so glad you're here. We just want to extend our friendship and our good thoughts toward you and toward your son, your stepson. All right, let me go down to the bottom. Ranger, Rider, Reese, Ranger, Rider. I got Reese. Karen Quinlan. Yes, that's her, Lori Pink Girly. Karen Quinlan. Did she die right away? I think they pulled the life support from her, but I think she lived for a while. If I remember right. I could be off. It's been several years. His body is rejecting the food, and they say there's no brain activity. Well, then if that's the case, you know, he just may be naturally, I don't want to say because it's not my place to say. It's not my place to say. Here's my place. My place is to support you, Jen. My heart goes out to you. It's a hard decision to make. And we just virtually hug you, you know, and just, you know you're welcome in here, and that you have our thoughts and prayers. Yeah, Riri said she did not die right away. Rufus? Am I missing some? Rufus and Ruben, R-U-B-E-N. Rowan, did I get Rowan? R-O-W-E-N. I might have missed some here. Rowan, I got Ryder. I got Reese. I think I got him. Roland was a name, he was in my brother's grade. Roland. Race, I got Race. Do we have enough? Let me number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put Ricky separate too, because we got Ricky Rain. Pink Girlie was doing compound names. Reggie Roo. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, let me tell you about Ruby Rose's brother. We're going to have to relate to you in another story, not tonight, of her, Ruby Rose, introducing her to the Phibbsville, or not the Phibbsville, the Fibdiggity town. But we know this about him. He has a pet frog. It's a bullfrog. He has a pet bullfrog. All right, let's see. Ron and Ronald. Let's see, do I have Ronald? I don't think I do. Ronald. 41, 42 is Ron. And Marty says, we went through that with my little sister. My heart goes out to you, Jen. Oh, Marty, I'm so sorry. Man, it's tough. Rufus. Ruben, I got Ruben and Rufus. Ronnie, R-O-N-N-I-E. We'll count that. Hi, Journey. Ryan Redbud. Ryan Redbud. All right. Ryan Redbud. Bud, B-U-D. Ryland, R-Y-L-A-N-D. Raleigh. I think we have enough. We're going to let random org pick. All right, stop. We're stopping at 46. We're going to let me get out here to random org. Let me unplug my phone, my laptop. And go to random org. I should have it out here. We might have been looking up stuff here. Oh, look, I'm right there. Random org sequence. 1 and let's go back. This is the last time. Go back. And between 1 and 46, we're going to let random org pick. And the way we're going to do this, if it's a compound name, we're going to take it like Ryan Redbud Rose. Rose is the last name. But if it's not a compound word, we're going to take the top two and make it a compound, if it makes sense. So between 1 and 46, and I know you guys can't see this very well, but there it is, and it's 28 and 42. 28. Oh, I got two 23s. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I'm renumbering. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I'm going to do it again because I'll have an extra number. 45. Did I do this wrong? 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Well, I got 48 now. So we're going to go back and do between 1 and 48. I'm not doing this so good tonight. Between 1 and 48. Next. Get sequence. 1 and 48. It is 42 and 47. 42 is Ricky and 47 is Roland. Wait, Roland, was that the last one? Let me look. Before Ryland. Ryland. R-Y. So it's Ricky Ryland. Ricky Ryland. Ricky Ryland Rose. That's her brother's name, her twin brother's name. And he has a frog. He has a pet frog. Journey got a cup of coffee for Ruth, or cocoa or something for Ruth. Let's see. Thanks, Journey. Let's see. Thanks, Jen. Someone understands your fear and pain, hun. Marty says. Here's a list of our names. Well, now you get them to me. Rhodo, Rockasite, Rada, Ribecite, Rudy varieties are not valid species. Rock crystal, rose, quartz, ruminite, amber, ruby, red gem, core. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I couldn't pronounce one thing in that comment, Tammy. Name the frog? Ribbit? Okay, we'll just stop there. The frog's name is Ribbit. I like Ribbit the frog. He has a frog, and it's a bullfrog. You know, like an old toad, a bullfrog. Let's go look up some images of bullfrogs. And let's see, I don't want to get rid of that. I want a new. Come on. Where is it at? Here. We want a new, and I'm just going to type in bullfrog. B-U-L-L-F-R-O-G. Go. And we're going to look at images. And I could go to Pixabay or something, but oh. Here's a young boy holding on to a bullfrog. Let's go to Pixabay. I'll keep that. I don't want to get in trouble for using images that aren't in the public domain. Let's go to Wiki. Maybe we can get one off of Wiki. Come on. I wanted a new one. Wiki bullfrog. Bullfrog, Wikipedia. Let's see if there's any pictures here. There's an edible one. That's frog species. See also bullfrog. Let's see if I can get a picture. Places, company, sports, see also. Come on, I want the bullfrog. That's an animal. Yeah. Huh. A frog. Look up frog, frogs, frogging. Come on, can't you just give me a picture of a bullfrog? Let's go to Pixabay. Places. That's not this. Places. Pixabay. Let's see if I can get something off of Pixabay. I'm pretty confident using their images. Let's see if I can do bullfrog. Go. Oh, there are some frogs. Let's find a good one. That's a good one. This is a good one. And that's the end of them. I like the ones where he's holding it, like that. So let's download it. You have to be logged in. Oh, come on. I'm not going to download it then. I'll come back to it. We'll just hold on to that. All right, the bullfrog's name is Ribbit. So, Ricky Ryland Rose is a twin to Ruby Rose. Well, we're just going to call him Ricky Rose. His really Ricky Ryland is his middle name. But Ricky and Ruby Rose are twins. And Ricky has a pet bullfrog called Ribbit. All right. So let me come back out to chat. I got lost in looking for bullfrog pictures. Bullfrogs are huge and slimy. Bullfrogs are huge and slimy. I might have to look for another one. We're going to work on her. But I was thinking maybe... Let's see. Let's get Rosemary's box of. I was thinking she had some images that were inspiring here. Let me get them out. Those are the gauges in the dress form. Here are the images, and these are images, and those are trees. Let's see what else is in here. I think that's all the images. Oh, she sent some. Oh, I didn't know she sent this. I didn't see all of this. She sent me some already embossed. I didn't see that. I could have used that on my cover. Well, see, I should have explored it more. It was down at the bottom. Let's put all this other stuff back except for the images. And I'm leaving at 10 o'clock tonight. Just letting you know, I'm not going to stay way past my bedtime. What I want to do is we expanded her and detailed Ruby Rose. These are my chicken scratches from the other night. Let's pick out I thought I saw in here on one of these. Well, I guess I didn't. There's a mask, an N45 mask. There's the goggles there. I was looking for the balloon thing, but I'm not seeing it here. We're going to do the balloon, and we're going to do, let's do Bandit. Let's do Bandit, and I'm going to sketch him big. So Bandit, he's going to be looking at the balloon too. So he's going to be hunched up. You guys know what cats look like from the back. His tail is coming out like this. We'll make it like that. And he's got hunched back feet are here. And his tail comes like this. Now, his head is here. Now, collar. He's going to have a collar on. Usually he doesn't have a collar, but we're putting a collar on him. And we're going to put a hat on him, and I'm figuring out how I'm going to do that hat. Shall we make holes in there for his ears to come through the hat? I think I will. His ears have to poke through the top of the hat. And it's round. Like that. Now this is the back, but we can still put some gears. Or cogs, maybe. It's got a band. And some washers around the brim. Brim and maybe a cog. Should I zoom in? Marty, me too, but it's cold in this house because of my brother gets hot and he turns down the heat. Hi, Jacqueline. Looks like Laura, and I've been helping him drink his wine. Becky says, I will need to leave soon as I have to get up at 5 a.m. since Scott is working days. Okay, Becky. Sweet dreams. I certainly understand. You need to get your rest if you have to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's hard to get up early. You just leave when you need to. All right, we're going to let Bandit's ears poke through the top of the hat here. And we're going to put a heart on top of the hat. Like that. And he's got a collar on. And he's got fur. I'm just doing quickie sketches here. Now, what could I do on his tail? The hat has washers and gears on it and cogs. These are like washers, those silver washers things. What could I do on his back? And on his tail. Oh, he needs a vest. Or yeah, we'll give him a vest with some buttons on the back, like that. It would be better if he was facing us, but he's not facing us. He's going to be looking up at the balloon. And okay, this will back in right here. Put a butterfly on his tail. Okay. We could make a mechanical butterfly type thing, you know. And I did find the Wild Wild West on YouTube. I found the old shows and I watched season 1, episode 1. I think that's what it was. Okay, this represents the butterfly. And I'll do it better when I like the idea of a butterfly on his tail. This is his tail here. And we could do some more too. I'm trying to think of his hunch. He's got this vest on. We don't see his front feet. And his vest is buttoned. These are buttons here. And I guess it has a collar here. Make him fluffy. Well, that's what all this is fluffy. Fluffiness. Fluffy, furry fluffy. And the back of his head, too. Here's the hat. But what are we going to do with his bottom end here? How about a clock? Could we put a clock here on this? Because if he were standing up and walking on all fours, this would be on his back. Shall we put a clock here? I kind of like the idea. And of course, here's his ears coming out here. And here again, this is a quick sketch. Once I get him, I'll get him more detailed like this. But I have to get an idea. I like the butterfly here. And let's do XII and 1, 2, 3 and IX and oh wait, IX, X and XI and XII and I and II and III and IV and V. And 6 is what? VI, VI, and VII, and VIII. And what time is it? It is 12:30 for now, or 6 o'clock, one or the other. You should put a mouse in the middle and the mouse tail as the hand of the clock. Oh, I like that. So let's detail the clock. Let's just point to here. Let's detail the clock. So the clock is round. The mouse is here. We'll just do a quick little mouse. And the tail of the mouse can be the hand of the clock. But it's got to have another hand. His foot, or something like that. I like that idea. And let's see, V, I, IV and V. This could go the other way. IV, V, V, I, V, I, V, I, X, X, and XI. I like that idea. But what am I going to do for the shorthand? Mina, I still see the bot. Was there a bot? Reported the troll. Was there a troll in here? I missed it, Nina. I didn't see it. How far back was it? I see where Becky says bullfrogs are huge and slimy, and Marty's singing. Angie's cold. There's Jacqueline came in. Hi, Jacqueline. Angie says, Marty, me too, but it's cold in this house. Cover your head with a scarf or hat, Angie. Oh, there it is. Do not click on that. I'm going to have to put that in my reported words. Do not click on, let me report it quick here. Report. Do not click on that bot. I think it's gone now. Thank you. Oh, there, it's hidden. Rosemary hid it. Thank you, Rosemary. That's okay, Rhonda. You can't be expected to get everyone. Thank you, Mina, for pointing it out. If you guys see a bot that we missed, be sure to point it out. I wrote it down. I gave that saying to you one time already. Yeah, I need to get out there and put those in there. I haven't got that in there yet. I'll put it in. Yeah, I don't think I got that one in. And sometimes, though, they'll change a letter from cap to small cap or put the period in another place. Mina wants a... Okay, let me give Mina a wrench. Mina, you're getting a wrench. There you go. Mina Parrish is now a moderator. Thank you, Mina. Yeah, it's you know, I could, we haven't had too much trouble with them tonight. I could say subscriber only, but I hate doing that because, as I said, a good 9 to 10% of my viewers are non-subscribers. And I don't want to block them out of chat. So I'm hoping and praying. I'm talking to God about it. I'm telling God, I'm not only reporting them to the bots and trolls to YouTube, I'm reporting them to God too. Rhonda, I don't think I got that one in my list yet. Cute blue dress, Mina. Marty says. Thank you, Mina. Wackatro, wackatro, whack, whack, whack. Yeah, it has slowed down. And I think by putting the variations of the different bot names helps. I'm not saying that it gets rid of all of them. Obviously, it doesn't. But I didn't get that one put in there. All right, so we were doing the mouse. The mouse tail is going to be pointed to the 12. But what am I going to do for the other one? For the other, I guess just let it hang down, I guess. I like that idea for the clock. This is a clock here. That's going to go in there. Blue is my favorite color, Rhonda says, or Mina says. Okay, I feel like I need something else here. How about well, this could actually be a pocket watch somehow. Be a pocket watch. I only want a vest on the kitty. I don't want pants on him. But what could I do in here? His nose? No, this is the back of his head. We're seeing him from the back view. He's facing, because he's going to be looking, here, let me show you. When I do the picture, you got to see scribbles here. See little ruby roses here, and bandits down there, and they're looking up at the balloon. So we're just seeing his back end here. There's no nose. This is all fur. This is a black vest. Let me just scribble that in. That's a black vest. And this is fur too. This is the clock. We can have a feather. We need a feather coming out of the hat here too. Or maybe even more than one feather. This is a feather. Looks more like a tree. So he's got a feather coming out of his hat, but I should do something more to the tail. A cog around his tail? Oh, a cog around the tail. Ooh, I like that. So a cog this way. Like so. I like that idea. Like a ring almost. Something like that. That's cool. I like that. We could actually put like maybe some keys hanging off of this, a key hanging off of the hat. Or maybe even a chain of keys, you know, like a chain and have keys hanging off of it. We'll just put a couple keys here. Like that. Something like that. Yeah, like a ring. No, I meant the other clock hand, the mouse's nose. Oh, here? Oh, like that? His nose pointing to a number. Okay, I got it. Oh, scribble that out. That's scribbled out. You mean like, here's the mouse's head, here's his ear, and he'll have a pretty long nose, and we'll put an arrow on it like that. Something like that. Something like that. And then his body, well, you know, he's a mouse. I like that idea, Marty. Wind up mouse. Oh, where could we put the wind up on him? The tail could curve more like that. Where shall we put the wind up? Mice have round ears. Think Mickey. Oh, okay, round ear. Okay. Round ear. Round ear. You put another round ear. There we go. Where shall I put the wind up? I mean the other clock hand for the mouse's nose. Mice have round ears. Where was the wound up? Let's see. A cog around his tail. No, I mean the other clock. Marty, I like your idea of a wind up mouse. So where am I going to put the little wind up thing? You know, the little wind up bracket. On his back. In here. Sort of. Okay. Or his back or his butt. Wind up key and top of back. Oh, up here. All right. I need a paintbrush. Ignore all this. We're scratching all that out. The wind up is going to be over here on top of his back. And I'm not sketching it in there very well. But I know what I mean. I scribbled that out because I'm drawing in ink. I like that on the clock. That'll go in here. And I'll detail that mouse better. I got him all scribbled out. But I know his nose is the shorthand. And it looks something like this. We'll give him a cute eye. We'll give him a cute eye. Sort of. He looks sleepy. And he's got a wind-up key on his back. His tail is going pointing up to the 12. I like that. Ignore this and ignore this. But I feel like I should be doing something in here. And since we're having the clock there, we don't need a lot in there. This will just be fur. So what could I do in here? We got the cog, the ring. How about a chain? How about a chain kind of thing? I'm trying to think how a chain would look. Something like so. A chain. Another just around in there. It has a key in the back, traditional. Oh, up at the top. The key in the back. You mean on the top of the back or in the back end of the back? You mean on top of the back or at his back end, his derriere? Was Terry here? Did I miss saying hello to Terry? I don't see her. I see somebody saying hi to her. Terry, if you're out there, hello, hello. I saw somebody say hello to you, but I didn't see you. Terry, there she is, Terry L. Marty, I like, oh, I read her sentence. Hi, Terry. I don't know what yup means. On his back. On the top of the back. So right up here. All right. So we'll leave it up there. All right. I'll work with this a little bit more. Let's work with the balloon. Let's work with the balloon. I'm not seeing. I was hoping to see the balloon and the. I thought she had more. Let me put this in here. I thought she had a balloon and a, oh, they're all falling out here. Cork's falling out. Hold on. Cork fell out. The little bulb fell out. I thought she had, these are the gauges. I thought she had a picture of a balloon. Oh, here? Yeah. There's another one in here. I don't see the balloon, though. Sherlock Holmes. Here. Let me put these back in. Before I lose everything. Rosemary goes, Meri, you're losing it all. Look what they did there. Are those eyeballs that they put on the heads there? And look, they did printing on his forehead. I like that. And they printed on his forehead too. But here's the balloons. I think this was what, was it Lucy was telling us about the, and you know, I have a charm. I have a charm that's one of these oval blimp things. But look at this balloon. I like that balloon. So the balloon, we're going to make mine a little bit more oval. Like this. Like that. And let's see, this actually, their basket comes down in there, but I want mine to have a circle type thing. Maybe a little bit longer. And a little oval thing. Oh, and I was going to say, on Ruby Rose, she is going to be holding a flag. She's going to be holding a flag, and it's going to be a Phibbsville flag. And we'll have to design, not a Phibbsville, I'm still stuck on Phibbsville. It's a Fib Diggity flag. we're gonna have to think up of what we're gonna do for a Fib Diggity flag. We don't have a flag yet. We had one for Farmville, but that's in the Historical Society. We want a new flag. So she's going to be waving a flag. It could just be an American flag. Well, I don't really, I think I want a Fib Diggity flag. So we're going to come back to that. Wait, let me look at chat again here. Hi, Ellie K. Rhonda says, Meri, just a thought. You have the tail as one of the clock's hands. What if you had a wedge of cheese for the other hand? Well, except for Marty said make it, oh, you mean here for the arrow? Make it a wedge of cheese here? A wedge of cheese? I could do that. I like that. Coming off of his nose, almost into his mouth area there. Is that what you mean? It's an arrow. It has to be kind of a hand. So a wedge of cheese, and it'll be pointing over here. We'll make this a wedge of cheese. I like that idea. I like that, Rhonda. Angie says she can't keep your eyes open. Good night. Good night, Angie. Sweet dreams. This is all scribbly again, but... I like that. It'll maybe be a little bit longer. I can't get it all detailed in there, but I'll work with it. This is this kind of scribbly nose. Scribbly sketch here. So we got a butterfly here. We could do a bug in here too. We could do a bug. That's the cog. We could do a bug in here. A ladybug, maybe. A bug on his tail. They're saying good night to Angie. All right, I'm back on to the... So they said the other day to put Meri in, and I'm going to put myself in there. I don't want to be in there all by myself. And I always do me with my clip up here. And this is my hair on top of my head and my eyeglasses. And I think I'll leave my mouth open like, ah! And let's see, I'm going to be waving back to, let's see, how am I going to do? Let's have some waving arms out here. Waving my arms. The basket is coming there. I have to figure out how my arms are going to go. Let's see, this arm will be holding on. And this arm will be outstretched, waving. Something like that. Well, maybe it should be up higher, though. Scribble that out. So my hand is going to come up here, waving. Yeah, I like that better. And then the basket will be in here. This is nothing there. And let's see, this would probably come up more like that then. And it'll go up over the top. This is too small, this up in here, because it needs to be way bigger. The balloon does. If that's gonna be, let's do this again. I don't like that at all. Let's start with down in here. Okay, my hand is coming here. My other hand is waving. Something like that. Here's my head. And my hair clip. Something like that. and I'm waving back. Okay, then I want another figure in here. And I think I want to make it Officer Orville. And we'll give him a police cap. And let's see. He's going to be, well, he should be waving too. Let's see. Let's just, he's kind of standing behind me like that. I might change that, but it's two figures in there. All right. Then the balloon. The balloon still has to be bigger. It's got to go off the top of the page. I could need to move that down a little. I'm not going to waste another piece of paper. Another page. I'm going to get a piece of copy. Oops, there goes the tape dispenser. Ruby's twin Ricky could be with you. Oh, I like that. All right, we'll just point twin Ricky. I like that. And we could put the frog. We could put the frog there too. And Ribbit. Ricky and Ribbit. And I'll change that. We have to draw him. We're going to draw him. We have to draw him what he looks like. I haven't drawn a sketch of him yet. We're not going to do that tonight, but let's just pretend this character here is, I'm just going to silhouette it out. This is the twin Ricky. And this, of course, is a basket. And we might put a design on it or something. Good night, Laura. Have a good week. Sweet dreams. Marty says, I like the officer too. Put your brother in there with you. Oh. Well, that would be okay. He would probably go up there. My brother has, I'm going to use Ricky though. I like Ricky and Ribbit. But if I use my brother, I'd have to have a big old bushy beard. He's got a big old bushy beard. He wears this, when he goes out, he wears this cap. And his cap almost looks like a gnome hat. He doesn't, I always want to punch that cap down. You know, sometimes I do his cap. His cap goes up like this. And then it's got a, you know, the bill on it. Like that. And it's tall, and I always want to, when we go out, I always want to push that tip of his hat down to make it round. But no, it's pointed up. That's how he wears it. And then his cap has a bill, and then he's got a straight nose like I do. And does he have a mustache? I think he shaved his mustache. He's got a beard. He's got a big old bushy beard. He looks just like this. My brother does. And my brother is not a big stocky guy. He's got a small frame. Well, a medium build. That's how he looks. That's about how he looks too. He's got a big old beard there. Well, maybe not that bushy, but something like that. And he always wears his cap, and his cap always, I'm always wanting to push that cap down. You were just kidding about the brother? Well, I think I'm going to put Ricky in there, but that's really not a bad idea. It's really not a bad idea, even though you were kidding. So, yeah, I'm going to put myself in there. And put me like that. And I have glasses. Most of the time I'm wearing my glasses because I can't see without them. And I got that hair clip. And I tie my hair up, kind of. Push it all up on top of my head like that. Something like that. Okay. I'm pretty well tired of sketching all this. We'll play with this again. I'd like to paint her again, but I'm kind of tired of that. I gotta do so much and then I'm ready to move on. Let's play with, let's put some stuff, let's actually put some, I don't know where Rosemary is on doing her journal, but let's put some stuff in my journal. Oh, I know. See how this flattens out? I don't like it flat like that. I like it puff. I guess if I put that magnifier in there, but see, I don't like that. And I think it's a function of, I don't know. My other journal, I'm going to have to figure out how to stop that, but we'll leave it like that for now. Rosemary did, I know what she did that I can do. Let's get that journal out. Let's do the dress form that Rosemary did. And she used, well, she did it different ways. What did I do with it? Yeah, it's way down here at the bottom, I think. I have to dig everything out. Let's put the cork back in before I lose it. Let's do the embossed, this, and where's the dress pattern? She did this. And what is this? Oh, she sent me 2 of these. Oh, yay, Rosemary. She sent 2 wallpaper, embossed wallpapers. Okay. So we want this and this. Look, that cork came out again. I don't know what happened to it. Here it is. Guess I'm gonna have to glue it in there. And I haven't seen her use her magnifier yet. Let's set this back over here. And she painted this black. And I'm going to put mine on a, if I can find it. I could use it. No, that's too, I was thinking one of those old mailer boxes. Do I have one out here? Piece of cardboard. Let me get a piece of cardboard. Hold the phone. I got stuff out here. Let me reach for one. I was thinking I had one in that scrap paper, but I don't want to. Let me reach over here and get a piece of cardboard. At least I can walk across the floor and clean those boxes up again. Let me reach. Annie V, bless her heart, sent me a whole bunch of cardboard. Bless her heart. And we are going to, I'm going to cut this out. Good night, Marty. Meri, your brother looks like my father-in-law in your sketch. Oh, really? Well, you know, I think a lot of men, because of COVID, I think they quit going to the barber shop. Their beards, they let their beards grow. And the barbers was cutting his hair, but he wouldn't trim his beard for him. When that, you know, in the thick of things, they've kind of relaxed their standards. He's ready for another haircut. But I'm so sad that his barber that he used for years and years retired. And boy, I really liked right before he retired, he did my brother, he trimmed that. My brother actually looked like a English professor. He really did a good job on his beard. He trimmed it up nice and neat, and he almost looked like a professor. I really liked what he did, but now it's all bushy again. And all right, so I'm going to draw this on here. Now my Sharpie, let's do it this way. Am I getting it? Yeah. I did watch Rosemary do this. Well, I didn't see her put the tubes on it, but she showed me. And she painted this black, and then she used silver on it. I got that silver paste here. Whoops, that silver paste. It's getting chilly, Mina says. Plugging in my space heater and putting on my warmest robe. That's a good idea, Mina. So now we got Ricky Ryland Rose is the twin brother to Ruby Rose. Ruby has a middle name too. I'd have to look it up. So we're just going to call them Ricky and Ruby and Ricky. This pen is getting dry. Doesn't matter because I'm going to end up painting it anyway. She needs to be curvier here. I like to give her some hips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out and glue it onto here, and then we'll trim that off. And then we'll save that. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. Leslie, I'm going to do the dress form that Rosemary did. You know, this dress form needs a big hat. It needs a big hat on it. Maybe we'll make a hat for it. Gosh, I'm hungry. What did we have tonight? We had bologna, and my brother likes to take a ring bologna and slice it up and fry it with potatoes, sliced potatoes. That's what we had for supper. He likes that. He likes to fix it, so I eat it. But it didn't fill me up. I'll be making me some popcorn later. I'm hungry. I made me a big old pan of vegetable soup today. And my brother came out. I was putting corn and sweet corn and peas and carrots and beets and tomato, all of that in there. Filled the big old pan. He said, that's a lot of soup. But I broke it out into servings and froze some of it. Now, let's see, where do I want to put it? Can I see on this side? I can kind of see right in here. So, well, let's see. It falls. I want this in the neck. I want this in the neck area. So the head will be, let me mark, because it's going to be painted anyway. Let's see. I can see if I hold it up to the light. So this kind of comes like so, like that, and then, gosh, is that? This one comes down here, like that, just to give me a sense of where I'm putting this, right in there. And I'll glue this down, and then I'll trim it up and paint it black. Or I could paint it black and then trim it. So let's glue this down. And I think I'll do it with Yes Paste. I'll glue this. And I guess I'll get out. I threw that wax paper away because I had all that foil on it. And we're going to put paste on this. You know, shouldn't leave my palette knife in the water. Should not do that. Which kit of roses does the dress form go to? Which kit of roses? The dress form... The dress form came in the, oh, you mean of Rosemary's? It goes to the Steampunk. But she's used this same pattern for other caboodles. I've seen her use this before. But this is the Steampunk. Yeah, Allie K answered you. My Yes Paste here. I think Becky went to bed. I think she's got to get up early tomorrow. She's got to get Scott off to work early. He's working days. Marty left. Angie went to bed. It's just us. It's just us. I'm going to leave it. I've got an hour and a half. I'm going to work on this dress form. I could work on the cover a little too, but I'm into doing the dress form now. Try to keep up with Rosemary. I think she was, the other night she was getting papers, putting papers together in her journal. So I'm up with her there. I don't like how my journal, I don't like how it flops down though. I'm not happy with that. Let me just fold this in half. Put that there. And we're going to put the shoulders right above those X's there. Right in there. And I think I'm done with my Yes Paste for now. the lid on there tight. You don't want air getting in there. It can dry your yes paste out. Now I'm just going to paint this whole thing, and then after it's dry, I'll cut it out here. I might paint the back too. All right, we'll just put it down like that. And let's put that back in the package. I might want it. Let's get rid of the scraps that are starting to annoy me. So I really thank you guys for coming and hanging with me. Hi, Kathy Arbor. Welcome, welcome, Kathy. You like the yes paste too? I do too. I like it. I call it it's almost like a glue stick, but I like it because it doesn't, you know, it's not a wet paste. All right, let's paint this black. And I'm going to use the stinky dollar store paint. And I don't like a wet brush, so let's dry my brush off. What are you up to tonight, Kathy? You ordered some on Friday, Rhonda. I agree about the glue sticks. Yeah, it's an excellent glue. One of these days, Kathy, I'm going to do one of your traceables and come in and join you. One of these days. I see you doing it, and I go, oh, I should do that, and then I get distracted. Now we're going to paint this black, and then we're going to come back in and do the embossed areas in silver. So this will just all look black for now. Kathy says, I'm drawing some more fairies. Cool. You did a spring page, didn't you? Thursday? If I remember right. I'm going to join you one of these days. I just haven't been joining many people at all lately. I haven't been getting much done. I haven't been joining many people at all. I'm lucky I get my own art done. Well, I don't even get that all done either. Rhonda says, Leslie, I know at this point we all need to do our part regarding the plastic issue. Yeah, you mean recycling stuff? So right now it just looks like a big black square, but I can see where the embossed areas are. And I might need let's just hold this down with my scissors. Need some more paint down here. Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Sammy loves art. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. Or you might have been in here and I missed it. I tend to do that. I'm trying to get better at that. It's not fun to walk into a room and the host says, I'm doing my art. What was Rosemary said, she went into a room the other day and she said hello and nobody talked to her. She thought, huh. And I'm sitting there, uh-oh, she came in my room and I missed it. All right, I got black on my brush. Let's take and smish some of that in my journal just to, let's move this. just to clean my brush. Let's just take a page. And clean off my brush. No sense in wasting the paint on your brush. We'll do something on this. Put that in the water. Oh, I was going to paint the back of it too. Well, all right. We're not done yet. Let's dry this side. Sammy has a nice site. Hi, Dana. Let me go check out your channel, Sammy. Go to channel. We can, the host and the moderators can, let me, Sammy loves art. About. Art and fun, she says in her about. Her videos are Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Roseanne's. Looks like you're new, Sammy. 4 weeks ago was your first upload. Thank you, Rhonda. Let me get that. Let me do my share here. And then Rhonda hides him. And that's good. Thank you, Rhonda. And Rhonda gave a link to Kathy Arbor's channel. Thank you, Rhonda. You reported him. So did I. More than one person can report. And you'd think if they get 10 people reporting him, that YouTube would say, hey, this guy's causing trouble. Thank you, Mina. Oh, I was looking at Sammy's channel. Sammy, Sammy Loves Art. You are pretty new, aren't you? Let me go back to your channel. I got out of it. Let me subscribe. I'm subscribed. Let me hit the notification bell. And next time you put up a video, you see your first upload was, when did I see that? Video. 4 weeks ago? Yeah, come visit us. Looks like you're in Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Roseanne's. Working in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Coloring in Worlds Within Worlds. So, looks like you're doing some coloring. Prismacolor and Posca paint pad. Welcome, welcome. I subscribe to you, Sammy. Oh. Allie K, did you put a channel up to, am I subscribed to Allie K? Let me check this out. I'm subscribed to you, Allie. How come I don't get any videos? Because you streamed 2 years ago? Your first stream was 4 years ago? Allie K. Allie K. You don't make many videos, but thanks for the plug. I think I subscribed to you one other time, Allie K, because I was already subscribed. That's okay. You do you do you. That's what Tim Hope says. You do you, Allie K. But thanks for the plug, she says. Let me dry this off, and then I'll flip it over and paint the back of it, and then we'll cut it out. Well, we'll put silver on it before we cut it out. Rhonda says, Allie, that's your incentive. This doesn't take too long to dry. It's a little bit wetter because it's embossed. So that paint falls in the grooves. Got to get that dry. We're having fun with Steampunk tonight. We're doing the dress form that Rosemary did the other night. Rosemary Morris, the Recipe Peacock, does these caboodle kits. And I'll tell you, I'm stuck on them. I'm stuck on them. I should be working in the Oaxaca one and the China one, but here I am working in the Steampunk one. I just do what I'm inspired to do. I'll get them all done eventually. Allie says, yes, I should probably make another video again sometime. 2 years is a little long to go between uploads. Do it, Allie. Go for it. Go for it. What are you doing now, Allie? What kind of art are you making lately? What have you been doing? What have you been working on? Tell us here, so we can egg you on. This is still wet in the little cracks and nicks and knobs. No. Still wet. Yeah, I'm only going until 10 tonight. Just saying. Janet Nash comes on tomorrow morning at 9 Eastern. Dee Dee Willingham comes on at 8:30 Eastern, and Mary's usually still in bed. On Mondays, I kind of like to sleep in, but I slept in this morning a little. I got up. I slept in yesterday morning too. And I took a nap this afternoon. I was tired. What's with that? Alright, I'm getting there. It's getting there. It's not quite dry yet. It's a little mix of crannies that are still wet. The little nookies and crannies. Allie says, I've been doing some embroidery, but I got some stencils and a brayer for my jelly plate for Christmas. I would love to play with some more mixed media techniques. I think you should do that, Allie, and make a video. All right, we're going to paint the back of it. And let's dry my brush a little. Was that the brush I was using? That wasn't it. Alrighty. This is dollar store paint. It's the cheapy stuff. I think that's what Rosemary used too, because they were talking about using cheap paint. And you know, this does have good coverage. I think they were talking about it having good coverage. It does okay for what we use it for. It isn't like we're doing masterpiece art for we're gonna sell. I got way too much paint on this. All right, let's put it in my journal. Clean my brush off. We'll do something with this page eventually. Look how much paint is on that. Ooh, got it on my hand. Ew. All right. Oops. Let me put this back over here. So we named Ricky Ryland. Ruby Rose's, Ricky Ryland Rose is Ruby Rose's twin brother. They're gnomes in Fibdiggity. They're little, you know, there's a gnome community in Fibdiggity. They were a part of this part of the world before Fibsville and Fibdiggity ever came into existence. And there's a story in that, but I haven't got it all made up yet. There's a story to that. You know, gnomes live like 900 or 1,000 years. They live longer than humans do. Gnomes. I was reading that gnome book. I think their average lifespan is like 973 or something like that. Allie K says, and I have some wooden happiness coins I'd like to paint. Oh, that's cool. They also sell Prang paint at Dollar Tree, and that is good. Prang have excellent, cheap watercolor paint. And Allie K says, and my Chinese thread book kit from Rosemary. You work on that, but I paid for the tutorial, so I don't want to give away all her secrets. Yeah, I got that too, and I need to work on you know, but her courses, I think her courses are out there. Once you buy the course, she doesn't delete the course. I'm going to have to ask her about that. Because I got her encaustic course. Riri got me the musical altered album. Of course, I bought the album, but she bought me the course, and I need to do that. And I bought the thread book. One. So I've got all that stuff piling up on me. If she deletes those tutorials, I need to know, because I need to go watch them. Otherwise, I'll be doing my own thing, Rosemary. What held me up on the music one was I didn't like the little music box. I ordered it, and I didn't like what I ordered. I tried to send it back, but they told me to keep it, so I did. A couple things. They didn't even want it back. I didn't think it was very loud, even when you put it in an enclosure. I could hardly hear it. I didn't like it at all. So I've been getting an eye out for another one. I think I'm going to explore the thrift stores, and that way I can put my hands on it and see what it sounds like. I found one around Christmas time, but it was a Christmas tune, and I didn't want a Christmas tune. But every now and then you find music boxes at the thrift store that you can take apart. I'm just about done here. It's just about ready to cut. Got a couple little bubbles here. Let me see if I can't blot that out with a towel. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let me blot that one. It's not on her anyway. That one's on her shoulder. But I think it'll be okay because I cut around it. All right, I think I can pull this up and let's fold this over. And I think that's pretty dry. Pretty dry. There might be a couple wet spots there, but all right, now we're going to take this art paste. It's silver. I could do gold, but I'm going to do the silver, and we're just going to bring out the embossed design here. And this should be around her neck. We'll see. I think her head, yeah, her head comes up here. That might be her nose. Well, it isn't really a head, it's a dress form, so that's her neck. But I'm going to emboss all of this, or bring out the, because we'll use the scraps too for something. Isn't that pretty? She sent me 2 of these, bless her heart. Whoops, I got a little much on that. Got it in there. I guess I'll get it in there. This isn't sticking on here. Pretty. It's pretty. There's a bot at 9:42. 9:42. Let me go look too. Rosemary takes care of it, but I think I got that one, didn't I? 9:47, 44. I think I got that one too, reported it. But I don't mind you guys saying, if you think we missed a bot, let us know so that we can make sure we got it. I appreciate you guys keeping an eye out. I think Arlene told me one of the chats that she mods in late at night, I think she said that he had 16 moderators. 16 moderators in there taking care of things. And she said that, well, she didn't say it, I said it, because she said there didn't seem to be that many bots that night. Well, maybe with 16 moderators. What my point is, if you guys keep an eye out too and let us know, and even though if we miss something, you can still report them on your own. All right, I think I'm happy with that. I might give it a little dry, but let me clean my hands off here. My finger, my silver finger. Ew. I'll have to, I wash my hands good with lava soap. After my stream, I go out and give it a good clean with lava, my hands. I'm way behind. Where am I? I'm not on my red dot here. Let me, I was like 3 minutes behind. And I'm still looking for my webcam. It's here someplace. I put it in a safe place. I don't know where I put it. I didn't look very good this weekend, though. I should have done more. I was tired this weekend. I took stuff, was dragging stuff upstairs this weekend. That tires me out. That tires me out. Let me get some of this gunk off my hands. They'll get gunky again, but at least I'll have the top layer off. Okay. Let's give this a little bit of a dry. I think it's mostly dry, but just dry it up a little. Isn't that pretty? That is pretty. I like it. So now we're going to turn it over and cut out the dress form again here. And my scissors are going to get gooey. I'll have to clean my scissors after I do this because it's kind of wet in spots. Right in here toward the grain. Mary, do you think it's upstairs in that room? It could be. If it is, I drug it up there within another box that I took upstairs. I'll have to go look. I know, I remember putting it somewhere. And I remember saying to myself, will I remember that I put it there? And I said yes. So I remember that much of it. I don't know where I put it. I could have drug it upstairs. I'll go look, Rhonda. I have a sense that I put it in a box or a drawer, and I looked in my drawers, and I've been looking in boxes while I'm cleaning. But you know, the place where it's at is where I haven't looked yet. I cleaned off that red cart as part of my cleaning reorg this week. So I know it's not on that red cart. I had that red cart piled sky high. So I know it's not on the red cart because I cleaned that all off. I'm going to put my sewing machine there. Ooh. Looks like I got that part messed up in there. I don't know what I did here. She needs to be, looks like I got it blurred or something there. Look at this. Look at that. Woohoo. That'll be nice. We'll put that onto something and put something in there. We'll save that. All right, let's get a clean piece of wax paper. Famous last words I'll remember. Yeah. I should have written it down. That's what I should have done, is written it down. I put my camera blank. All right, let's fix this. I cleaned my, well, they aren't terribly clean. Let's fix this up a little. That's better. All right. I think I still have hand sanitizer on this towel. Okie dokie. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to hit it with the heat gun again though. I think I got this part wet. So Rosemary decorated this up. And she used some leather strips. I got leather strips, but not out. She used some tubes, and I've got these. I got the tubes she sent, but I've got these that I pulled off of the laptop, the motherboard. What do I have here? I've got some little ones. Ooh. These are cool. She used about 3 of them. I don't watch Facebook, but dig the 1/2 time. I get annoyed with myself when I miss. What is the 1/2 time? What is that, Artie Dar? But dig the 1/2 time. Oh, are you talking about Olympic halftime? Yeah, Jen, I haven't found my webcam yet. Artie Dar says, I had a fun time at Catherine Scrapp's Super Bowl. Lots of prizes. Oh, the Super Bowl. Halftime. Yeah. And now I know what you're talking about, Artie Dar. So we're going to do 3 because that's what Rosemary did. Now my tubes, the tubes on here are a little brownish colored. And they got, let me hold it up for you. I can see it, but I'm not sure you can see it. Yeah. See, they've got a little silvery design on there, like that. And I'm going to let those face out. And then I got these 2 kind of like little washers that have copper wire in them. copper. They look like little buttons almost. So we're going to use those. And I got these square things. I don't know if I want to use those on here. I don't have to put everything on here. What else do I have? I've got some little screws, little plastic screws. Oh, and I know Rosemary, she used those, she sewed her tubes in with leather strip. I think I'm going to use black thread, and she did X's. So I'm going to do that. And I might use these 2 screws and those 2 buttons. We'll see. Let's put the rest of this back. Oh, and look. I don't know what that is. It's around, and it says Energizer. CR2032 volts. Energizer. Made in Japan. I don't like it there. I could put it there, but then that covers up that. So I might save that for another time. So let me put these in there and this over here. So we're going to sew these tubes on. And I need a needle and a thread. And she turns around and says, ah! Well, it isn't that bad. I can still walk across the floor. I want to get my bag of thread. Yes, I do have black in there. Yay! Let me get the black out. And it's fairly thick, so that's a good thing. It's fairly strong thread. It's not needle thread. And I got to wash my hands again. They're just grinding. I need to go out there and wash them with lava soap. But they got all that silver on them. See how yucky they are. I was watching this YouTube movie yesterday, last night, late at night. It's called Yesterday's Children. And it was about this lady. It was, that lady that plays Medicine Woman. Jane Seymour, is that her? And she was the main character, and she kept having these dreams or visions of this lady, and they found out that this lady actually lived over in Ireland in 1932. And her mother found a book that suggested she might be reincarnated. But they really didn't believe in reincarnation. But she went to visit the author of this book, and he hypnotized her. And then she went to England. She found out that the place she drew, she was an artist. She was kind of like an architectural artist. She did drafting and stuff like that. And she drew a picture of a church. She just drew it. And she found a picture, well, she found the town, and she found that the name of the town that she was dreaming about was a real place. And they went to that place. They traveled, her husband wouldn't go with her, but her son went. And they took that drawing, and they found the church that she drew look exactly like the church in the real life. And anyway, it was really a good movie. I won't tell you anymore. It was a really good movie. Yesterday's Children. Ask Barb why Claus Man made note of Snoopy Dog, Doggy Dog, Snoop on the stoop. I don't know. Yeah, Jane Seymour is the medicine woman, is the doc, yeah. I asked for dimes paid to the fairies for my wishes. Yes, Allie K, those are from my motherboard. These are from my motherboard. Maybe I should zoom in just a little so you can see them a little bit better. Yeah. There. Football halftime, Rhonda says. Artie Dar says, Meri, actually we have a few dress forms and mannequins. I made my granddaughter's wanting life-size dolls now. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I have an antique dress form, and it is in Madison in storage, but it's actually the cage. It's very steampunky. It's got the dress form, and then the bottom of it is a cage, black wire cage. I wish I had that with me. I call it Mrs. Wilkins. Mrs. Wilkins was my high school, this thread is, let's cut it off there. Mrs. Wilkins was my high school art teacher, and I always wanted to take art, but our small school did not have art until my senior year. And Mrs. Wilkins was the high school, or I'm going to double this thread. And so I named that dress form Mrs. Wilkins. Whoops. Well, I only need one. Let's put the other two in there. I only need one for now. Put them all in there till I get my needle threaded. And let's put that over there. I'll have to put it away. Where I moved Penelope to a safe place. Over here. Penelope. Let's see, I want a semi-sharp needle. This one should do. And I'm going to double my thread, open ends. Oh, my hands feel so yucky. So I have a loop end down here. Get that off of there. And I'm putting the open ends through the eye of the needle, I think. Just like that. So let's figure this out again. So I think if I line it up with that dot, the center, and that dot, is that too much space? Where's the other one? I think I'll be okay. And I want the little designs. This one doesn't have a design. There it is. I want the designs on the outside. So let's make a, I think I'm going to have to punch the holes first. I don't think my needle will. I could hot glue these on and stitch around them. Should I do that? Hot glue them? So the hot glue will hold them in place. Let's do that. Hot glue gun. I got it out the other day. Did I put it away? Here it is. We're going to hot glue these on and then stitch around them. Meri, do you think you'll ever go get your belongings from storage? Well, actually, Anne, and when Violet was still talking to me, suggested that I, what is this? Hold it. Wait a minute. What does this go to? My phone? hold on. I got to plug this in. Suggested that I rent a pod. And you can rent pods, and they'll load them up for you and deliver them. I kind of ran it by my brother, and he didn't answer me. I'm not sure he's receptive to the idea of me bringing any more junk down here. He didn't answer me, which says to me, well, he wasn't too receptive to the idea of me doing that. He probably thought he would be stuck with a pod out in his backyard forever. And you know what? He might. So, I don't know. The thing of it is, I don't have room for. I don't have room for that stuff here. So will I ever, I might be able to make a trip. I spent the money I was saving for a computer. And I have a little left over, but I'm going to have to get that glue gun out and clean this, I guess. I'm going to put another glue stick in there. Trying to figure out if this is getting hot. So will I ever get it? It's getting hot. It just needs some time. I don't know. I just don't know. Might be a space issue, Mina says. Rhonda, where would she stash it? Well, if I got a pod, we could put it out in the back. There's room for it out there. But I think my brother thinks it'll never leave. And he might be right. So that's kind of an issue. There, it's starting. Let's see, I want to put it right here. It's not quite. Right in there. So just his silence made me think that he's not too receptive to the idea of me bringing a pod down here. But I don't know. He may have he was driving, so he may have been concentrating on the road. I haven't discussed it with him a lot. And I'm going to put the other one in the center here. But that would give me time to sort through stuff. And actually, I have stuff I can get rid of. You know, if I haven't lived with this stuff for going on 6 years, there's stuff I want, like my dress form. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I can get rid of. But the trouble is, I'll get it down here. I won't want to get rid of it. I want to keep it. I was watching P. Allen Smith. Do you guys ever watch P. Allen Smith? He does gardening. And I like to watch him. And he was making, this one needs to come down a little. Can I mush it down? Boy, that's on there. It needs to come down. Come on. I can't redo that one. He was making, what was he making? Oh, he took a leaf. It was really a fall show. He took a pretty maple leaf and he took a pretty lime green and put it in a frame, just a frame that he got at the dollar store, I guess. He said he got it at a cheap place. He didn't say what store he got it at. Let's see if I can't move that down. Oh. And then he took bark, tree bark, in strips and put it around that frame. He did a really good job, but he was using a glue gun, which made me think of P. Allen Smith while I was doing this. Let's unplug this for now. I don't like leaving that stuff plugged in. All right. So now I want to sew. And I think I'm going to have to poke holes. Let's poke 4 of them. And hopefully I can do this. Let's see. Let's put one here right at the bottom. Yeah. Right in there. And one kind of up there. And then we're going to do one in here. And one right about there in the center. And one here. And one there. And one here. And one about there. Now I'm going to use the black thread and I'm going to go in and I'm going to come down to this one here and I'm going to thread it through the loop, I think. Get it way up here. And pull it through like that. And I'm going to go back around it. I'm going to make it, well, no, I think I'll go back in. Go back in it. Come down and go back in there. Get in there. And then come up to the top here. You can't see this very well. I'm thinking I'll come back in with another red thread or something because you can't see it very well. Rosemary used black leather. And I was thinking double crochet thread would be enough. But it's not showing up very well, so I might come in with some red. And go in over here. Now it's going to be glued down, so I don't care what the back looks like. I don't think I care. And then we're going to go down to, if I can find it, that one again, and make an X. And up. And make a, I don't think the silver is entirely dry. I feel it on my hands. An X there. And up. And make an X. Let me show it to you up close. See, it's got X's in there, but I think it would be pretty if I would do it with another thread too. So let me tie this one off. Now I'm just going to go clear through. Now, just go up one and make a knot here. And bring that through and snip this off. To me, that doesn't show up too good. So, let's see what I have here. Let me go over here. Tripping over the cord here. Now, I have that red out here. I have red. I also have that beading wire. What did I do with that piece that we have? This piece. That might be fun to put on there. Put it down here maybe. That might be fun to put on there. I have blue. I have red. I like the idea of doing red accent up here. So I'm going to try that and see what goes. I do think I'm going to put this down here though too. We'll have to take care of this. All right. Welcome back, Angie. Rhonda says, welcome back. Angie comes and goes. Meri, don't you have some storage places there? You know, Rhonda, they built right here in town a really nice storage facility. I'll bet you it has a half a block of storage lockers. But it doesn't look like they've opened it for business. There's no sign. There's nothing to tell me. I guess I could call the city office and ask who owns that. I'm going to use some red here. It's I don't know what they're doing with it. It doesn't look like anybody stored it. There's no sign out there saying call such and such a number or anything. And I'm thinking they probably built it and are not ready to conduct business. Maybe they did it as a business, you know, a secondary business thing, and they're not really, you know. Doesn't look like anybody's storing anything there. Yeah, it'd be nice if they'd open it up. And then there's another one in town that's does not appeal to me at all. I don't know if I'd want to leave my stuff in there. It doesn't look I don't want to say safe. I think it's safe enough, but it looks leaky. And I don't know, it may not be. I could just be judging wrong. I'm going to go over this with red. I don't know. I just haven't. My attitude is I got it there, and you know, if I moved it down here, I'd have to rent another place anyway. But it's true, I would have it here. I think my brother's attitude is clean up your room, Meri. And I'm working on it. And then I want to straighten up the room upstairs that I have stuff in. And then, you know, spring is going to be here and I'll be mowing lawns and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'll eventually get it here when I'm 82. Gosh, that isn't that long away. I better get at it. I got rid of most of my furniture. I had some nice furniture. I always grew up wanting a dining room hutch. And I got a really nice dining room hutch. But I couldn't move that. And I couldn't really store it. So it went bye-bye. My couch and chairs and buffet and all of that. I couldn't store all that. And all my stuff too. So I got rid of a lot of stuff. Kept all my art. It meant more to me, my boxes of art stuff. I probably have another bookcase of journals up there. Journals that I didn't bring home with me. I couldn't bring them all home. I like that much better with the red accents it. Boy, this one's really got a lot in it though. Okay, one more. No, not that one. This one. Here. I pay my bill every month. It's safe. All right, we're going to go back. Let's see. Let's make a knot here. Let's bring it here. And there, bring it through there. I might get up there someday and get stuff I really want. You know, like I got a sewing machine and a die cutter, stuff like that. Art supplies. All right, let's hot glue. Where's Penelope? Let's hot glue this. I'm thinking it would be fun to thread something through there. But what? I have a chain. That chain that Sharon Lombard sent me. Is it over here? It was here. What did I do with it? It's gone now that I want it. I probably saved it off. Oh, it's on the floor. I see it. Can I reach for it? That's the thing. I have to move my heat on. Hold it. Lori sent me this. Not Lori, Sharon Lombard. Let me reach for it. I have to move my cart. And reach, reach, reach. Here. Oh, something fell. What was that? Wax paper box. Everything's okay. Just falling down, that's all. Wax paper box fell over. my chair is running over my sack of thread. All right, let's put this back. I'm thinking Sharon sent me this to embellish the bobby pins with when that, but I'm thinking what would it look like? I don't need to use it all, or I could double it. Ooh, I could double it. Ooh, let's do that. Thank you, Sharon Lombard. Thank you, Rhonda. Mina says, go with your gut feelings, Meri. First instincts are usually right on. That's true, Mina. Get in there. Why isn't it going down? It's stuck in there. Come on. Stuck right in here. Let's open this up a little. Right here, this one. Let's try it again. Maybe put the double end in there first, or the single end. I think the single ends. No, maybe the double end. Might have to put them in separately. I'll put this one in. Now, if I put a dab of glue, and then I can just let it hang. Squeeze these back together. There. Oh, I'm liking this. Like that. I'm going to glue it, I think, right here. Bye, Jacqueline. She says 4:55 comes earlier and earlier. Nighty night. Good night, Jacqueline. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm back to sleep. Good night, Angie. Angie takes a lot of my glue gun in. I don't know what you guys last saw. All right, hold on. I've got to restart my YouTube over here on my desktop, my tablet. Oh dear. Okay, now I need to get into chat. Alrighty. Where's my chat? There you are. You didn't miss anything? Okay. Ah, boy, let me tell you. Every time I get my attention turned someplace else and it says Meri isn't watching, let's buffer. Let's get rid of some of this thread here. It's in my way. Okay. I'm getting ready to glue this down. Oh dear me. Let's put my and I jerked this around. I've got these to put on. Oh, those would be nice on the shoulder pads. We could put those on the shoulder pads. Or we could put them down here. We'll decide later. I'll put my all away before I lose that. All right, we're getting ready to glue this down. Get my glue stick going here. So where did I want it? Right here, I think. Right in there. So I'm going to put glue right in here. Come on, little glue stick. Push it in there. Take that and put it right there. Now, I got this little silver chain from Sharon Lombard, but I'm going to use it on here because I think it's a perfect use for it. I'm going to hot glue it right here, I think. Right in there. And hope that holds it. We'll see. And then I have these little round button things. And I was thinking they'd make nice shoulder pads up here. Or they could be a choker. Put one as a choker. I like that too. This one, the copper doesn't go all the way around it. Let's see if I can't. It's a little better. I think I like them better as shoulder pads. I could put them down below, but I think I like them as shoulder pads. Am I buffering again? My phone is buffering. Meri, your dress form is beautiful. Thank you, Casey. Leslie, thank you. I called you by your last name. I saw Casey, and so that's what I said. Let's put these on as shoulder pads. Right there. And right here. Now, I still feel like I need something. And I have some charms. Wouldn't it be neat to put a chatelaine or something around her waist? Let's see, it's 9:55. I think I'm not done with this yet. Let's see if I can get this off of my wax paper. I think what I'm going to do is call it a night, and I think I'm going to do more on this. I think it needs some black lace and a chatelaine. A chatelaine is like a belt that has tools hanging off of it, like scissors and needles and stuff like that. And the Renaissance ladies used to wear chatelaines. And I might find something for a belt. But I think I'm going to leave it like that tonight. Let's see, what did we do? We opened Happy Mail. We kind of did some sketches of Bandit, Steampunk Bandit, and the balloon. And we made a list of names for Ricky Ryland Rose, which is Ruby Rose's twin brother, little gnome. Let's cut this in half because we got it cut here. Let's cut it here. Thank you, Sharon Lombard, for this. I like it. And then we worked on this dress form. It's not completely done yet, but it's getting there. Yeah, I made some lists. We made a list of names for. We ended up with Ricky Ryan, and his pet frog, Ribbit. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Don't forget, Janet Nash comes on tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Eastern, and Dee Dee Willingham comes on at 8:30 Eastern. Janet Young comes on, I think, around 1 Eastern. And Lisa Conway, Lisa My Eclectic Life, comes on later in the afternoon. So have a great week. It's the start of a new week. Have a great one. And quoting Roy, do something to make you smile. Go make some art. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging with me. Bye.